As we get ready for the championship finale here at the USHRA Association Battle at the Silverdome, we had a chance to talk to Rob Fuchs about pre-final strategy.
The brand new USHRA Association circle track format of running monster trucks has presented some problems, most notably in the steering department. And Rob, it's got to be tough to steer this machine around such tight turns. How do you manipulate the front-rear steering inside the truck?
Well, the front of the truck steers like a conventional truck with the steering wheel. To steer the rear, which on a course this tight is, well, it steers a lot faster with the back than it does with the front. It's controlled by a toggle switch mounted on a roll bar just inside the door. And depending on which way you turn the switch, the rear tires turn.
It's just a simple electrical toggle switch then that manipulates the steering mechanism in the back of the truck, right?
Yes, it's electrical switch. It's electric over hydraulic steering in the back.
How much of a turning radius can you create with this truck when it's cranked all the way, both front and rear?
I can spin it on the inside front tire and go back 180 degrees the way I came from.
It's interesting to note as well that on a course this tight, it's not unusual for a truck to come around one of those turns with the inside tires 4 feet in the air.
Yeah, it can get kind of hairy when that happens. If you go fast, you'll either come up like that or you'll get on the gas and it'll just spin out and, back end will pass the front and it's all over.
What is the trick, if there is any, to this new course? You were one of the first to run on it when it was introduced. Is there anything you can see that'll give you an advantage?
All you can do is go through the corner as fast as you can and try to keep a steady foot on the gas, because if you do hit it fast, you'll either go up on 2 tires or the truck will spin out and it's all over. You lose too much time.
Fuchs is obviously ready to take on the challenge of his life. The best-known monster truck in the sport's history lines up on the left. Fuchs looking eagerly towards the green light as Andy Brass, the defending champion, has got to be a little bit more confident in this situation than his opponent. Both machines move into stage. The crowd obviously cheering for their favorites. Fuchs is ready. 50,000 race fans hold their breath as the final is at hand. Fuchs gets the whole shot. That's what he needed, and Andy Brass is already at a disadvantage. They both take the first turn perfectly, and it's almost dead even at the midway point. Now going into the final turn. It's Andy Brass making up a tremendous amount of distance in the second half, and the Bigfoot Ford comes from behind to win it. You see the whole shot by Fuchs on the replay. Going into the first turn, they were basically dead even, and coming across the halfway mark, Brass had only a half truck advantage. But going into the final, look at Brass take the last turn perfectly, nail the throttle, and make up a tremendous amount of time in the last quarter of that circular battle. Incredible job by both drivers, but once again, the Bigfoot team reigns supreme.
It was just as close as he knew it was going to be. It was about a half a truck at the finish line.
Yeah, it was a good race. Ron's been running real well. He's real good. Used to these style tracks and stuff. We knew when we come down to the end, we was going to push the truck a little harder and try to hug the poles a little closer and just hope we didn't slide.
Yeah, both of you made perfect corners. What do you consider the winning advantage to be in Bigfoot's win?
Well, right here, the thing that we thought about as well was just going to have to try to clear the cars and hope the truck landed on the ramp and didn't take a bad bounce or anything. Because if we knew we could keep the truck on the ground, we'd make a good corner and run.
It was flying, and standing right here is Rob Fuchs. Shaking your hand, Rob. It was as close as we thought. It was the closest race of the night.
Yeah, I got a little out of shape down there in the first corner, and you said whoever made a mistake is going to lose it.
Well, I'll tell you what, though, that kind of performance, #1 qualifier, racing that close, the closest race of the night, you can't feel that bad.
Oh, no, I feel really good. Like I said, it's going to be a really good year.
The Camel $250,000 championship is going to be a war.
It sure will.
See you then, guys.
Thank you.
An incredible war, but this was just round one. Bigfoot may have taken this one, but you can bet First Blood will be on his tail for the rest of the season. In the weeks ahead on the 1991 Monster Truck Challenge Series, you'll see the very best from the motor world, including the legendary Bigfoot, battling all challengers on the USHRA Association National Tour. You'll also see Dennis Anderson's incredibly popular Green Demon, known as the Gravedigger, leading a score of other savvy metallic Goliaths. We'll hear from the gladiators who pilot the monsters as well as get the looks from both inside and outside the mean machines. The competition will be wild as metal meets metal in all-out combat. And we'll find out about those colorful paint jobs that give distinct identity to each and every monster truck. Just some of the high-flying, car-smashing action ahead on the 1991 U.S. Honda Association Monster Truck Challenge Series.
Well, monster truck racing has been elevated to new heights over the last couple of years, but now with these drivers facing completely different types of race courses almost week in and week out, it takes a versatile driver to come through. Certainly we have seen that at this particular event, but every week things change. Every week it makes for a different story in the world of monster trucks.
Thanks for being with us on the 1991 Monster